Today we'll be taking a look at a undervalued microcap gaming coin that has a working product, a doxed team, and that is incubated and launched by one of the top gaming launchpads in the space. So if you guys are a fan of crypto gaming and microcap picks like this, I bring to your attention early on this channel, consider subscribing and liking the videos. Your support means everything. So today, we'll be taking a look at Shockwaves and kind of my opinion on it, and give you guys some updated thoughts, opinions. We'll be taking a look at the gameplay, the team's track record, and then I'll be showing you later on in this video the current evaluation of Shockwaves with their native token and how it is so undervalued in my opinion. Granted though, it's super high risk, so please always do your own research. None of this is financial advice. So if we take a look at Shockwaves, it is an AI shooter game, so engage AI NFTs online to conquer algorithmic cities. So right there, we already have two pretty big narratives, in my opinion, gaming and AI kind of being brought together. You see it correctly, this project was incubated and launched by Seedify, which is the top gaming launchpad in the space. So AI gaming, fight or train your AI agents. So in this game, it's pretty much a shooter. Obviously, it's a music-based FPS first-person shooter where your AI players defend your lands and play to win. Each AI player has its own virtual wallet, enabling them to earn money for you as they grow stronger, gain experience. You can communicate with your AI players through a language model-based chat, making it easier to train and develop their skills. We'll be taking a look at that here in a little bit. So defend your land with their squad of AIs. Just looking at some of the artwork here, we're taking a look at it. So if you look at the core gameplay behind Shockwaves and their white paper, obviously AIs are the center of the game. So AIs are essential in any game for testing, addressing fluctuations in the player base, and enhancing the overall experience. So they have obviously AI characters that you can get your hands on, which will play in a big part in the game. So game objectives, it is an online first-person shooter where the teams compete to destroy the opposing team's base. The winning team will receive higher rewards than their opponent's team, and the rewards will take into account different factors such as the kill-to-death ratio, the KD, and the number of kills. So if we take a look, obviously we know that they're kind of about AIs. They're being incubated by Seedify. We can look here at their gameplay a little bit about what is it about, since they are on the Elixir game launcher. Elixir is a game launcher that we have covered in the past. They have so many games on there, and I believe recently they were the third, definitely the top 5, but I think the third most played game on the Elixir launcher, I want to say. Elixir made a tweet about it, or you can see it on their Twitter. But if we look here, at the core gameplay, and it is in pre-alpha right now, but you can't get your hands on the project right now, so it's not in its final state. But one thing I do want to highlight is that they have a working product. They released it back in November or December of 2023. So it is a newer project as well. So we see here, again, a quick overview where the music and AIs are an integral part of the gameplay. Kind of shows you your requirements, what they would recommend for you to get into and play, the different objectives, music, core play, everything like that. If you look at the team behind Shockwaves, this is something that I think is very impressive when we actually do a deep dive into them. So it is a doxed team. They do have some gaming experience. So we see here all the team members. Shockwaves, incubated by Seedify. If you look at their Steam page, which you can find on the company right here, it is being developed. The team is Raptor Labs. So if you look at their Steam page, they do have quite a few other games that they have released in the past. So such as like War Dust, Standout Battle Royale. They have a lot of VR games, and they've been released, ever since like 2016. They go all the way back then for Raptor Lab, the games that they've released. So pretty good in my opinion that they already have some games that have been proven. Some of their games actually have some pretty good reviews. So welcome to Raptor Lab. Obviously they have, seeing the fact that they have games that they've released, they've been Web 2 games, so it looks like this is their first Web 3 game, but the fact they've had games out there, people have played them. They focused a lot on AR in the past. That's really the bulk of their gaming that I can see. But, again, good to see that it's a team with a proven track record. Look at their partners. Obviously, they were incubated on Seedify. They were launched on Elixir Games. They have a couple other partners right here. It is launched on the BNB network right now. They are partnered with Chain GTP, which we've seen really start to integrate and partner with a lot of upcoming projects. So I do like that partnership right there. If we look at their native token right now, which if we look at their white paper, they do have their native token NEUROS, which is their in-game currency, staking rewards, governance rights, everything like that. They do have a roadmap, which they've actually kind of stuck to a little bit. Some of the things are not checked, which I know are checked, like releasing the game on Elixir is checked unless they're waiting for it to be a full release, and then releasing on Epic Games. I think that is coming. They do bring up the fact that they do want to bridge it over to a different chain as well. Not that they have released it yet. Again, the release schedule, if you want to look more about the NEUROS token, you can pause the video at any point or just go into their white paper here and take a look at it. Obviously, they have quite a few different things in their white paper that if you're interested in this project, I would definitely recommend taking a look at it. So because they do have their native token, NEUROS, we can see now, again, super, super high risk. I can't stress that enough. It is at about a 600 to 700K market cap. So not million. It's a sub 1 million market cap circulating right now. Even if fully diluted is about a 2.5 million. So obviously, please do your own research there, as when you get into stuff like this, it's extremely risky. But we've seen, they did launch in 2023, in May of 2023, and they kind of went down as the bear market made everything go down. And then as we saw in the last quarter of 23, so many projects get kind of a revival. We saw that Shockwaves also caught some of that liquidity. Not that it took a whole lot to move this project, but they went up. I think they went to a couple $1 million in market cap, I want to say. And then they went right back down, as obviously so many projects have been recently. So they're only listed on PancakeSwap right now, again, on the BNB network or chain, Binance chain. So please take note of that. They don't have any exchange listings, but again, they've only been around since May, and it looks like they could be waiting for maybe like a Mexi or a Bybit listing a little bit closer to the halving or post-halving, as most projects will do. It's a smart thing to do, in my opinion, but again, that's just me. If we look over at their DEX tools, this is just what DEX tools is reporting, is that they do have locked liquidity for 16 months, which is very reassuring, and I think that they tweeted, there was a tweet on Twitter about them that saying that they have locked, I think, 100% of their team liquidity, so good to see there. I'm not really afraid of them rug pulling, in a sense. I'm not really afraid of it. The biggest thing with a project like this at such a low market cap is the marketing. It seems like it's not talked about a whole lot. Seedify even shouted them out on their own Twitter, I believe in 2023 towards the end, but it's not really talked about a whole lot. Now, especially on their Steam page, these games, I haven't really heard of them. Granted, they look all right. They look like it's from an independent studio, small studio team. So it looks all right, and they have a bunch of games. Granted, they're several years old, but they have good reviews on their past games that they released on Steam from Raptor Lab. So that's good, but I think it really is a lack of marketing. In my opinion, again, not financial advice, when this project starts to get marketing, I think that's not going to take, obviously, a whole lot to move Shockwaves. Now, I don't see Shockwaves as like a 1000x or whatever, but I think it wouldn't take a whole lot to make this project do, a 10, 20, 30x, seeing at the market cap right now. I mean, that's even a 10x would only be about a $7 million market cap, which is pretty small. I mean, if we go to a 100x, we're looking at about a 60 million. So it's not impossible if they market and if people like the game. I mean, they have to still kind of work on it. Again, they have their pre-alpha out right now, but I do like the fact they have gaming and AI narratives kind of into one project. Now, how strong they are with AI, it's debatable, but so is the whole AI integration with a lot of popular AI projects right now, but that's kind of a topic for another video. But again, quick recaps. I do like that they were incubated by Seedify. I do like the team is doxed. I do like that their Raptor Lab does have a proven track record, that they've, developed other games in the past. I do like all these. Now, again, my only thing that I'm worried about is the marketing, as so many different projects, as we know, everything really does come down to the marketing of a project. I think that once they start marketing, I believe it is on their horizon, that we can see, a little bit more out of the team. If we look over at their Twitter right now, we can take a look at what has been going on within, what updates they've been putting on their Twitter page. So they do post pretty actively. They do have more updates on their Twitter, so it's not like a team has just kind of gone silent. Again, it's not an old project. They haven't seen a bull run. I think Shockwaves will get some of that liquidity as we saw at the end of 2023. I think it's a really low market cap. It's super risky, but it is something that you would definitely be early to. And yep, again, if we look at the end of 2023, Shockwave, They haven't even finished releasing, and it's already third in popularity on Elixir's launcher, right behind Lit Labs Cyber Titans and Titic, which I don't really know. But again, that was the end of December, so maybe it's changed by now, but Elixir has a lot of games on the launcher, so for it to be number 3 is actually pretty good in my opinion. They have not done a lot of marketing, but I think that will change in my opinion. And once we see that change, I think this project, even if we get an exchange listing like a Mexi or something like that, I think we could see this project do some pretty crazy things. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what your guys' opinion is on Shockwaves. I just wanted to bring it to your attention early while it's at such a low market cap and evaluation. But again, please take in mind that when we're looking at a project like this, because it's so low, because we're looking at it while it's not really discovered or talked about yet, the risk is there for it to go to 0. But there's also the chance for it to do incredible things on the return side. But either way, just bring it to your attention. That's Shockwaves with our NEUROS token. Again, sitting at about a 6 to 700K market cap at the time of this recording. So we'll see what time does. It's definitely one that I'm looking at. I've been looking at for a while now. But again, let's talk about the comments below. And if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.